Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the MTG Arena Run. Today we're going to be finishing up the Dominaria standard Shakeup. This is the deck that we left off last time with. Okay, let's do a quick primer. Basically, I was fiddling around with a bunch of different decks to varied degrees of failure. Then the one opponent I saw, I really should credit him. Was rocking a basic it was basically Chandra deck. It was running tons of planeswalkers. I tried it a bit. It's when it gets going, it really gets going, but it wasn't the playstyle I was interested in, so I decided to resort to basically it's my mono red build plus a few different things. So it's standard mono red wizards using risk factor instead of experimental frenzy. That one has always been there. Though I think my latest build I kind of pre-sideboarded with flame sweep, but we don't need to do that for this one. Museum tanks. The only actual changes are the addition of Chandra Acolyte of Flame, Chandra's Triumph, Chandra's Regulator, and Burning Prophet, and also some Flame of Kill. Basically, that's to replace some of the cards that aren't there. And I'm also running 19 lands instead of... I think I've always ran 19 lands. Anyway, this is pretty much a bonus episode. Let's see how fast we can get those 3 wins in. And yeah, I kind of should have done it like this instead of trying to fiddle around with deck lists and whatnot. Definitely going first. Burning Prophet enables Wizard's Lightning next turn. No, cheap with Chandra's Regulator. Now, once in a while, she gets going, as in Chandra Awakened Inferno, but not always. Sometimes it's a dead card, but then again, I'm used to playing mono red where I would have a dead card one way or another anyway, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I know some people were complaining that you don't get the full benefit of these lands in this format, but you still get to see it in part of its glory anyway. It still looks great. Perhaps actually you can also see like the slight curve in the card frame and whatnot. So this is non-creature spells, so I'm gonna save the Pyromance. Definitely keeping that on top. In fact, if it gets to the point where we know that we're not going to enable anything with Chandra, we can ditch her to the Regulator. But at least we get in our set, partner fails.
I train every day. No one is more prepared than me. Hone your prowess.
Interestingly enough, she tutors for one. Burning Prophet can snipe. So here's how we do it, since we know that's a top. Pyromancer. Skewer. Flame of Kill, definitely want that on top. Yeah, it doesn't matter which order I send. Definitely sniping our set. So we know. Ritual of Soot wipes our board, that's okay. Flame of Kill, do we discard to just draw cards, or do we discard this one, hopefully try to draw into Chandra? Now, I'm gonna go for this one. We do get to get several cards off the top. Sorry, Chandra. You know, also our opponent tapped out for this, so that's pretty much the one shot we're gonna get. Does our opponent have maybe a bounce spell to deal with this? Maybe. Nicol Bolas, yeah, perfect. I would have been forced to discard anyway, so that wasn't too bad. So draw 2 cards. So that's a Museum Tank and a Lightning Strike. We could Chandra's Regulator to draw another card. Let's see, because next turn we have red sources that will deal damage. I just need to preserve this lightning strike, so I'm gonna play the land. So if our opponent tries to force us to discard, we can just snap the lightning strike off. Negate or no negate. Sure, we won't get to trigger this immediately if that happens, but we do get one shot. And if our opponent's gonna spend time fiddling with Museum Tank, it's okay. Also, if our opponent doesn't respond to this, this is 5 damage off the bat. Okay. Draw a card, each opponent exiles, so... yeah, I can exile the Regulator now. Oh wait, no, cancel. Resolve. Exile the Regulator.
My intellect is without limit.
Opponent is... yeah, definitely... let's see if our opponent's smart. Okay, he's kind of smart. So we're gonna wait for this to trigger. Yep, that's it. We managed to sneak under our opponent because our opponent kept tapping out. And we could have also done a land instead of the Regulator, but I think at that moment the Regulator was the correct call. So keep pushing them victories, keep getting them lands. We are just 2 more wins away. So this might be a really fast bonus episode. Yeah, we're only 6 minutes in. Am I going to try splicing this to the other one? Yeah, I'll probably just end up splicing the video. No, I take it back. I already uploaded the first half. I just haven't posted it yet, so... okay, so this one... we do have burn, but... and we just need to draw more or less one of our creatures. All our creatures are pretty much wizards, so we do have that consistency value. I'll admit, this one's still kind of scary, and I snap kept this. What was I thinking? Well, c'est la vie. Let's see how well we do with this one. Here's hoping our opponent is relying on the turn 1 mana elf. Well, it's green, but he played the tap, so that's okay. Let's hope our opponent's relying on a turn 2 mana elf. Okay, not quite turn... well, it's not quite a mana elf, but it's good enough. Okay, I'm gonna play Acolyte the Flame now. Basically, because we know we have the damage output, we're just gonna keep we're just gonna keep pressuring our opponent. So at least we know we're not dealing with a Riftjaw Raptor. Immune with dinosaurs. Okay, we know we're not dealing with anything. Okay, unclaimed territory.
Don't worry, I brought company.
Okay. I'm gonna snipe the Spectre. I'm gonna snipe this now. I can hold these off till later anyway, so there's that. And basically what I'm gonna do with Chandra, if he plays something really big, like say Ripjaw Raptor, I'm going to... okay, there's the Ripjaw Raptor. I'm going to probably skip our opponents. I'm gonna skip the Ripjaw Raptor, I'm gonna go straight for the opponent. Okay, risk factor is a thing. Opponent lets us draw. Okay. Do I chance our opponent's gonna let us draw again? You know, it'll exile it instead. Which is actually fine, consider... yes, we're gonna cast this again. Oh, wait. Oh, no. My bad. You have to pay mana. This is what happens when you don't actually use the cards. Decline. Whoops.
Fight fire with fire.
But we do get Chandra next turn, so I'm going to just So if our opponent tries to kill Lava Runner, I'm gonna snap off the Wizard's Lightning. If he tries to go for Chandra, I'm gonna let her die. Sorry, I failed you, Chandra.
I am not happy right now.
I'm not happy either. Okay, Rotting Regisaur. Now we actually have options here. But I'm going to go with the Chandra Awakened Inferno option.
Let's start at a sizzle and see if you make it to the inferno. Let's get toast.
So basically we're gonna just keep pinging our opponent. We're going to block one attack. Then we're just gonna keep ticking her up and probably push even further with this. Yeah, I mean, I got greedy with this one. I should have known that mana. Skewer the critics would have been. No, did our opponent take damage yet? No, even Skewer wouldn't have worked. Now our opponent is pressured to. Oh, he's going for the throat. This is 11 damage. Can he kill us with 9? I'm thinking, yeah. Okay, so that brings us down to 7. Okay. Okay, discarding the Mizium tank. So we know we just need to deal 5 damage. That's why I'm keeping the Lava Runner. So this one's... Okay. No, we just need to deal 4...
No pressure.
We just need to deal 4 damage. Hold on. Let's see if we can get this through. Okay, Chandra earned her paycheck. Now... Yep. Yes! Yes, she earned her paycheck. And despite that flub there, well, Chandra took the blow for us. She bit the dust, but she awakened as a huge inferno. That was a very nice narrative. Yes, you can see a picture of my ego right now. We're one win away from closing this event. If people were expecting greatly different decks, I hate to disappoint you, but that's kind of not how it... That only works when you get a full rotation. Actually, we get some newer decks when a new set comes out, and that usually works. But to expect it to trump all the older decks, not quite. This one, we have a Lava Runner, but if it gets killed, everything gets really dicey from here. I'm going to mulligan this one. Okay, this one is something I'm more likely to keep. I'm probably gonna bin the... It's either the Skewer or the Flame that I'm going to bin. Okay. Against my better judgment, I'm binning the Skewer. Because this is card draw. In the event, like, if we draw a stack of lands, we can kind of quote-unquote catch up. Okay. Show me lava... Well, Firebrand is kind of okay. Oh, Scorch Spitter. So do I just burn this now, or do I wait for our opponent to do something? Okay, if it's something like Cavalcade, he'll want to play first before swinging anyway. So, and yeah, there's a massive slowdown right now. You saw the previous matches; they were doing just fine. So I'm blaming it on our opponents, and somebody has... I guess you can blame it on many things. Potato Internet. There's the Cavalcade. So as Potato Internet, Horrible Distances, Agit Pie. Okay, definitely keeping that up. So it's a shame if we have to bin Chandra, but let's see. We might be able to draw the 4 lands, so actually her in combo with this. So it turns out we kept the best defensive build. Now I could have waited for 1 attack step, but no, this is more of a just in case. So definitely playing the Regulator. And if we don't draw anything relevant, I'm willing to Shock then Keld. Since Street Dodger has haste. He's not playing something, so we're gonna Shock this. Opponent has something else. No, he doesn't have anything else. Time to rebuild our hand.
You and I are gonna take him out.
Now we won't have the mana to copy it, but it's okay. And it's a land, so actually we kind of do want lands, but okay, opponents has an experimental frenzy, but it's kind of got stuck there. So first we're gonna trigger. Am I gonna pay? I'm gonna decline. Okay, so I don't want to cast her again. Ironically, what they can do is we can play her a bit. We can actually play her ability to draw 70 cards, but we'd have nothing to do with it. So I'm going to use her create 2 tokens ability. We will pay 1.
Hey, these little guys are great.
So we're gonna see if we can. So we're both at 4 lands. We're gonna. Okay, opponent's at 5 lands now. We're gonna see if our opponent can. Is our opponent getting stuck on frenzy? Oh, he's slightly bitter about this too. Okay, so here's how it goes. Shock the opponent. Play Flame of Kel. Oh wait, let's take this one up first. Am I gonna pay for this? No. Decline.
No problem.
Got a land.
Can't solve.
So create. I will pay for this because I'm going to bank all my mana out.
Hey. Oh, they're so cute.
So we discard our non-existent hand. We will kind of refill next turn. And between Artisan, Acolyte. Okay, our opponent's gonna have to try to dome us for 20. He does have 6 mana available. He's gonna shock so he doesn't get domed completely. That's actually a good start. Has his own Chandra of Acolyte the Flame. Probably gonna hit. Okay, probably gonna aim for this Chandra so that we don't get repeating sources. Yep, he's gonna aim for her, which means if we do and that's he could have split it 1-1. Draw 2 cards. Okay. There's no rush to do this, so decline the payment. Okay, so we're gonna go Lava Runner. Chandra's Triumph, targeting Chandra.
Sit back and watch it burn.
Okay. Then our opponent is at lethal range, more or less. We are 1 mana shy. Opponent plays another Experimental Frenzy just to clear the top. Yeah, Experimental Frenzy. This is probably the epitome of a high variance card. It's either gonna really do well or really do poorly. The shock against that was a no choice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pay 1 because I'm...
Let's light it up.
Okay.
Oh, it's you burning.
Sees the writing on the wall. Because that's... There you go. So we did quite well. Yeah, that was the... I don't think that was the same opponent, but that was the elemental build I was trying to get to. But it turned out that the elementals can be kind of fragile. Sure, we are probably gonna lose against some control heavy matchups if we stumble, but that was a risk that we were going to have to take on that one. And there you go. That's the standard shakedown. Did it shake down quite a much? Well, it shook off some of the top tier decks. It brought some life back to the decks that have fallen back in history. But it actually makes us wish for Throne of Eldraine. We can't come back any sooner. Well, maybe not too soon. I'm just a little bit away from hitting platinum. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Don't be silent like this temple. Please do spread the word. And also please do check out some of my other content as well. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care and God bless.